So our main overview video on cleanrooms identified four critical areas that cleanroom design had to focus on. And these truly are the central aspect of cleanroom design. But it's way more complicated than that in real life. We have to worry about testing, make sure that there isn't any contamination. What you see here are people cleaning with some really crazy chemicals. We need to worry about the humidity, even the ionization of the air. And in fact, one of the biggest aspects of production that we haven't even talked about is material handling. If you're working in the clean room, how do you get the parts? How do you get them out while still maintaining their cleanliness? In addition to these complications to having a good clean room design, there's completely unique other ways of approaching a clean room. Like take a look at this one right here. This is fairly prevalent, so I'm going to focus on it for a minute. Here you see several people in a really large clean room and what looks like machines. Well, those machines are actually an even cleaner clean room within the big clean room. But remember that people are big contaminants. By keeping the people out of the space, you can get a really pure environment. This is for the semiconductor industry, and inside that machine is a giant conveyor belt that guides semiconductors through a number of the assembly processes. It appears there's at least one process that requires human interaction, but by keeping humans out of those other spaces, you can have a manufacturing environment that's super clean. You can also imagine the pharmaceutical environment dealing with drugs that, if inhaled, could be toxic or fatal. How do we handle those? Another unique cleanroom application is the high bay cleanroom. And if you want a really neat look at modern technology, NASA has the largest cleanroom on the planet. It's where the Hubble telescope was assembled. It's really neat to look at. Finally, there's this idea of cleanroom suites, where you have a clean room within a clean room, within a clean room, within a clean room, so you have varying levels of cleanliness for different manufacturing processes. So in summary, while the main idea of a clean room is somewhat simple, in order to pull off this type of environment successfully in an industrial or pharmaceutical environment, there's a host of other factors that need to be carefully considered. And I hope you've been able to get a little more appreciation, not only of how clean rooms function, but how complex and interesting the engineering profession and the projects that are in it can be. Thanks for joining me.